Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are still on the Lyra server playing Eudemons online, and we will be trying to solo Eternal Hell right before reset. So I have about 15 minutes in order to get this done before it resets, or I will lose all of my points for the day. I gotta hurry up and get this stuff done because it would literally be a waste. I just woke up recently, so I'm like, hey, I'll take a nap real quick. I don't have anything else to do. And then when I looked at my event tab, I was like, oh crap, I never did Eternal. So let's go ahead and get started and rush and get this done. What I want to do for my setup, definitely damage. I was working on my Ruby today, so she went from 100 and I think 108 stars to 111. I bought a crap ton of crystals in order to do this, and I want to have one healer, so I'll just run a Tifa, Ruby, and Panda for now. That should be plenty of damage to get through this. The boss actually doesn't have too much health. As a warrior, I should be able to do this with no problem. And give me 1 second. Alright, so go ahead and drop my damage. Find that little sweet spot. Sweet spot should be right there. And she just knocked me back. Let me go ahead and put my sound back on. There we go. Alright, go to town. I know I should have more than enough damage to get this done. It's just this part. Breaking out of the cage. At first, I don't have to worry about breaking out of the cage because I have plenty of health to actually sustain myself. So just wait for it to blow up. If my panda would heal, there we go. Now, once that's done, I can go ahead and crank up the damage. Let's use my second panda to heal real quick. And then resummon the first one. Gotta get my health back up to where I need. There we go. So as long as I have full health, I should be fine. Let's go ahead and break out of the cage this time, because sitting in there just wastes time. Okay. If we can actually attack the cage, there we go. So in order to break out of a cage, I just cast Fearless before I get thrown inside there. Once that happens, I'm immune to CC. So that includes the CC from the cage itself. It's like I will always get snatched in there. I just gotta make sure that I'm getting myself out. Alright, going back in the cage again. And this time I can sit here. I'll start to lose a little bit of health, but not enough where it would matter. And then, as long as I don't get blown to smithereens. There we go. Alright, that's one heal while I'm spinning. Use my second panda, heal again, swap back to my first one. And then I should get a third heal, and we should be good to go. Okay. Heal me one more time. There we go. Go back in the cage. Use Fearless. Break the cage. Alright, there we go. I don't know. I feel like I'm going in the cage way too fast doing this solo. Okay. Do as much damage as possible before I get thrown right back in the cage. I'm not finding it. There we go. Wait. Yeah, I wasn't getting that sweet spot to have my whirlwind really matter there. Alright, still got 20 seconds on Fearless, so just wait until it blows me up. And then swap with my pandas, and we should be good to go. There we go. once we get that fire out of there. Alright, let's go ahead and get the heal from this panda. Put him away. Panda. Get this one up and running. And we should be good to go. I'll heal, because we're not going to sit in this one. There we go. Broke the cage. And holy crap. I want to use my whirlwind, but I can't do that if the fire is sitting right on top of the boss. And whirlwind is what does the most damage for me. Okay. Yeah, it's not giving me that whirlwind. This boss is something else today. Alright, she's down to 6%. 3, 2, 1. Alright. I threw my abilities on the boss, so it should kill the boss. Oh, it's very, very close. She's at 0%. Break out and just finish her off. And there we go. Quick and easy. Still not enough damage to take number 1. Not sure why. Alright, let's see what we get. Wow, we actually got a Hellfire, which is really, really good. Number 2 slot doesn't really mean that much. If it was any other slot, that would have been great. 1 to 3 doesn't matter. You want 4 to 7, because those are the ones that are harder to get. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back in. We got 8 minutes. Yeah, we are really pushing it today. Okay. Alright, so that wasn't bad for the first run. I want to drop as much damage off as possible very, very early on, so burn all of my abilities. And of course, yeah, kind of sucks that majority of the fire is right next to the boss. Guess I can kind of stay at a distance to see if they'll just stop attacking the boss. Okay, they kind of are. Let me walk over here. Nope, still using it right there in the middle. Alright, he's gonna try to throw me in the cage. Use Fearless. Use my whirlwind, break myself out. And do as much damage to the boss as possible with my whirlwind before the fire just really screws me over. Yep. Generally, when you have a paladin in here, they say paladins usually get followed around by the flames, but now I understand what they mean by that. Alright, go ahead and finish that up. Get snatched in the cage, completely fine. Have more than enough health to survive the burst, and then what I want to quickly do is use my second panda, and we should be good to go. Alright, so the first one just healed. Let's go ahead and use the second one, and then spawn back out the first. Love how she just knocked me right out of that fire. So, thank you, boss. Oh crap, I forgot to use Fearless. That kind of sucked. I mean, it's not gonna kill me, but it might be very close. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pain. I should have paid attention to that. Well, at least it gives me a little bit extra time to work on the boss with my whirlwind. Alright, fearless. Chop myself out of the cage. There we go. And use my Tifa and my Ruby abilities, so that way it just does more damage. This giant circle is her fire dance, which every time she gets hit does damage, and it does a burn over time effect, which increases your DPS by quite a bit. Right now my DPS is kind of low, should be around like 35 mil-ish, and I'm only at 28, so I'm not doing as much damage as I should be. And that's simply because I keep getting screwed over by the fire. Alright, so once this blows up, we should be good. Alright, pin on. And then put that one on. Alright, we are good. I think 2 more rotations and this should be over and done with. Got a full whirlwind off, so we're good. Right, break myself out of the cage, and then my Tifa and Ruby abilities are up, so I'll just go ahead and finish the boss off. Quick and easy. That's the way I like it. Hopefully we get something decent. Another Hellfire would be perfect. Pass them? No, not even close. Spiritual Flame. Complete garbage. I don't like that. But at least we did get 1 Hellfire. And right before a reset, so that's always a good thing. Looks like people are still messaging me. Today we did a merger with another major legion. So Railgun, who is currently rank 2, we merged with some of their strongest people. I gotta work on our exploits. I don't think they're gonna pass us at all, so I'm not really worried about that, because the person who actually did all the stuff for the Devilton is now with us, so I think that'll be a good thing. But otherwise, I think this is going to be quite beneficial. What I need to do before the end of tonight, well, I still have a 2-hour window, is go in here and do a Siren Layer. I'll probably solo that just for the rewards, because it comes with a lot of red stones, a couple EXP stones, and that'll just help me level a little bit faster. I'm not sure if I'm close to leveling tonight or the day after. So I have 72%. If I go in there, I'll probably get another 5% EXP when I finish my dailies. So I should level tomorrow night. So I'll be 143 tomorrow night at the latest. Other than that, everything else should be kosher and good to go. Alright, but other than that, I still have to work on my chapter quests. Some of you guys have been asking about how do I do Sky Robber. I don't want to jump the Sky Robber, which kind of sucks for those that are waiting for it, because they have to wait 6 more days. But Sky Robber is just a pain in the butt. It doesn't matter how strong you are, he can still do quite a bit of damage to you, and that's simply because you have the chance that he'll steal your weapon, which means you can't cast any abilities, you can't do anything until your weapon comes back. And during that time, if you're not strong enough, he would have killed you by then, or at least all your pets. That's why he's so difficult to fight. Otherwise, if you don't have a way of CCing him, if he takes your armor, he's going to smash you because he just does even more damage to you. And when he starts summoning out clones, the clones do just as much damage as he does. So that's why he's kind of a pain to fight. There really isn't too big of a strategy to actually fight him except just to burn him down. If you're playing range class, you can kite him around really easily. It's just those that don't really understand how their abilities work and don't understand that, hey, if you just take it slow, get everything done, you're good. It'll be easier. So, for example, a paladin can slow them, then turn around and use all their abilities and just keep kiting them around. When he spawns his clones, just keep kiting all of those around and never stop moving. And when you do some of your abilities, I know it keeps you stationary. Just use it for a second, get that burn effect on them, and then keep kiting them around. He does heal, which causes a lot of issues for several people, but other than that, he's not too difficult if you just stay away from him. 90% of these guys you can just kite around, so you won't have too many issues. It's just if you're strong enough to kill him in a meaningful time, because if you're not, well, then kind of sucks for you. And it sucks that you can't bring someone else in, except for the Devourer Harvey. You can always find someone to try to basically guide you through that. Generally what I do is I'll take a group of Legion mates that just looking for a new pet or something like that, and I'll get them the Devourer Harvey pets. Very easy to get that accomplished if you have at least one strong person in your group. So we just hit reset. Gonna work on getting some of my dailies done, and then I'll most likely put together a group for Eternal Hell Hard. I can two-man that. I can't do that one solo, so that kind of sucks. And the reason being is because it's way too much to do for one person. This here is Black Arena. One of the achievements that you get basically asks you to come in here and solo this. It's not too hard to solo. I think the first time I soloed it is at 800 BP, and it's more or less just chain chop your way through it. You have to take it very slow. And when I say that is, you have two different options when you talk to this guy. It'll say challenge once or challenge continuous. Right now I'm doing continuous, but just challenge once, wait for all your major cooldowns in between the fights, and then go to the next fight and then proceed. I don't remember if I had no, I didn't use Whirlwind when I did mine, because I wasn't strong enough to actually have that, so I just chain shot my way through it. And I just took it very slow, but I was able to get through it around 800 BP. Alright, that is over and done with. Next, we will do our treasure maps. I haven't really done too much Dragon Continent stuff, simply because I suck at it. Like, I haven't done any of them by myself for a long time. And I know that's quite a few achievement points that I should be getting, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really feel like doing it. Which, I really gotta get on top of that, because if I don't get it done, then I'm slowly gonna start dragging behind, and it's gonna cost me a lot more money to try to keep up with some of the people at the top of the table. We are still currently rank 1 Prince, but in the BP rankings, I believe I'm still 4th or 3rd. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm third for some reason. It's probably because he's doing something with his pets. But he should be like 2 BP ahead of me. Actually, no, I kind of take that back. We should be pretty much even. We should be pretty much even. Reason being is because he was 2 BP ahead of me, and then I worked on my Ruby today, which I have a ton of. Well, I say a ton, but I have quite a few of these 30-star Divine Eudemon fragments, so that way I can get 30-star Saints. I bought about 15 stacks today, which should be enough to get my Ruby up to at least 120. And if not, somewhere close, at least like 118. But the issue I ran into is I don't have too many special EXP balls to just keep pumping into her. I hired a farmer for that today, so I'll have someone that's going to be providing me with special EXP balls, and they have a guaranteed person that will buy them off them, so that's always a good thing if you ever become a farmer for someone and you're helping them by bringing them the materials that they need and mass amount. Then one, you're making money, and two, you never have to worry about, oh, can I sell my products today? Because as long as you got them, I'll buy them, which is a great thing for a lot of people. So today I established a gold farmer, someone that's going to go collect a bunch of gems like red stones, yellow stones, violet stones, sell those off, bring me the gold, and then I'll buy the gold from them directly. Special EXP ball farmer and a shard farmer. So that should help me converge my pets or compose my pets a lot faster now that I have an established supply chain. But otherwise, I think everything else should be pretty simple to actually catch up to some of the people that's in the top brackets. Besides getting my souls, I think the souls is going to be another big part of it, but I'll get my souls next Friday. But let's go ahead and check. Okay, so we did get the rank 3 chest, so that is good. Divine main attribute compose. Can I put my ruby in there? Yes. Amazing. Alright, so she got... Whoa, that was not worth it. Yeah, remind me never to do that again. 4 rebirths for 12 points. Yeah, not worth it at all. Especially when I can get 7 to 11 points per saint that I have. Damn, I'm probably gonna kick myself for that later. Well, she's close to 112 stars. So I think if I pump another 4 into her, she should be good to go. I am just severely low when it comes to my specials. I'm at 24, and I typically don't like to go under 30. Once I start hitting the 30 mark, that's when I'm spamming broadcast. Hey, yeah, need special EXP balls. Buying special EXP balls. Which I should be doing now. Okay. And then hopefully we get someone that sells those. Because if not, it's kind of gonna suck. But again, I have established farmers. They just gotta go and collect the materials. But now that I actually want to work on my Ruby and get her power up by the weekend, I guess I can just spend more. because I can buy them directly out of the shop, the cash shop, but they're 30 EP each, and from players the lowest, well, the highest you will see from players is she still working on her soul? Yeah, no. I don't think she's that lucky. Like, that's insane. She has no. I don't believe that. It's there. I see it's there, but I don't believe that she's actually that lucky to be getting level 15 souls. Because she was talking about, oh, I have a level 14 soul for like the last 2 weeks, and then now it's 15. Unless she is like extremely, no, I don't believe it. Nope. Saying nope. It doesn't exist at all. Alright, let's see. Got 12 today, 12 tomorrow, plus PKT. I'm sure they don't buy it from randoms. So put simply, what he's just telling me is, I can get them for cheaper tomorrow, but he's one of my suppliers when it comes to it. But I need a lot. Like, if I want to do like mass composing, I need hundreds at a time. Even though I got a Hellfire, I've never gotten like a 3-star Hellfire or anything like that. So I'll go ahead and break that down. I know I'm supposed to be saving those, but I can use the materials for other things. Let me go ahead and use this first. Alright, I don't have to kill anything, so we are good. Let's go ahead and hop back to town. And then we'll work on breaking those pieces down. I wonder if Binks is actually asleep right now. That is one of my deputies. Looks like he's awake for the most part. Okay, I can see him in Discord right now. Alright, let me see if she's actually over here. Nah, I'm still calling BS. I don't actually believe that she got that. Because if she got one, I'll be like, alright, sell it to me. But that's what I was talking about. I actually need to work on my souls, because I'm walking around with only level 9 and 10 souls on all of my gear, which I should have at least 12s. Which would boost up my BP by quite a few. I think it'll jump. 12s are 20 BP per, so that's 8 BP per slot. So that's 32 BP that I'm losing out on, and that'll toss me into 1700. And then I wonder, no, I don't have the potion yet. So once I hit 1700 BP, I should be good to go. Alright, but otherwise, let's run to Dragon Continent and see if we can get anything done for the day. Like I said, I suck at Dragon Continent stuff. So if I completely, utterly fail, I'm just going to blame one of you guys for distracting me. Wait, we're still on day 5, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I've already completed day 5 stuff. And when I say completed, basically went into each of the things, completely failed it, and basically got locked out of it for the rest of the week. So, yeah, completed. Mission accomplished. I guess we can do Sky Tower. I didn't do Sky Tower last night, so that sucks. I always do my mop up because you can just click on that, get all the supplies for it. You get a decent amount of fragments. Okay, let's use that. 8. So that'll give me 4 million extra contribution. And then one of the tricks that you can use for going into Sky Tower, if you're pretty much just stuck and can't really get through it, I'll show you guys a very, very quick trick. If you don't know it already, that'll help you climb the floors a little bit easier. Alright, so Tifa, Ruby, and a Laura. I could go with a Dodo. I think Dodo would be very beneficial. Alright, how many? He said he had 12, right? Okay. So I owe him 60. 55. Okay. And then let's go ahead and pop that into my storage. It's like everything else is fine at 800, 700, and just 35. Because I go through specials quite a bit. You know what? Let's work on the Ruby real quick before we head into there. So let me grab a stack out of my inventory. Let me say thanks. Oh, that's probably gonna kill you guys. Yeah, I try not to do that. It has a tearing effect for the stream anytime you open up one of the chat windows. So if you want to chat with someone, always do it down here if you're streaming. Thanks. Did I miss anything? Legion War. I'm only supposed to take a nap. See, he did the same thing to me, I did. I was only supposed to take a nap, and we just kind of slept through all the events. Even Legion War, we had Legion War for the last 2 weeks, but we weren't going to be able to win that this week simply because we are not rank 1. Let's see. Who's rank 1 right now? Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to win that. And I mean, I can catch up to him if I just do all my composing today. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Going up 40 points. But like I said, the difference between my BP right now and his is just those souls. But each soul is like... Let me check. Cross server. Let's see. I want to do 12s. 4 12s and then 2 13s, and a 13 would be for the necklace and weapon, which would just give me just a little bit extra damage. So to put this in perspective, if you buy EP directly from the mall, this is roughly 120 bucks per. So you're looking at easily 600, 700 bucks worth of EP. But we need it, so might as well flip the bill for it, right? Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and grab a stack. I know he's still talking to me. Just Legion chat. Nothing really important going on. If it was important, it would be on Discord. Especially if it's my guys like, hey, someone just killed me in this area. Can you go and rough them up? That's generally what they usually message me for. And it's usually just to retaliate against someone. I'm like, dude, I'm your guild leader, not your muscle. But I guess it's a part of the job. You just gotta show people, it's like, yeah, you can't mess with my people. But that's generally not how it's supposed to be. Let me see if I got any miners. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and use a couple of these before, and that'll shoot me to 112. Go ahead and compose. And let's try to use the rest of these guys up. And then this should be more than enough to bump her over to 113. Just hit auto. If there's one that fits the attributes, it'll be popped in there. If not, just go ahead and toss them in here. Now I can work on her phase. The phase is a very good way of getting her stars up, but right now she's already at phase 4, and I want to wait until she's about 130 before I start getting her to phase 8. So from phase 4 all the way to phase 8, I'll just wait on that. That means I gotta start saving. Actually, I think I have about one more day on my dragon treasure, so I gotta renew that ASAP. Alright, see, this is where those special balls come in. You're only allowed to use 10 crystals on your demon per day. After that, you have to use special EXP balls. So I'll get her to 113 today before I head in to the Sky Tower. So let's go ahead and grab one more stack. All right. Too many people on screen, so let's go ahead and get rid of them. Hold on, give me 1 second to ignore this call. Alright, I am back. And I have ignored that call because nobody calls me. It's sad. Nah, it's usually just spam calls 90% of the time. So, not too big of a deal. Alright, and then one more set should send her to 113. I really want to get her to 115, but, you know, I only got so many special EXP balls. Alright, so that's the 113. And let's go ahead and just process this last one. And then use one to feed her just to get her back to max level. Or her max level. We still gotta work on getting her to at least 140. But for now, I think that should do it. Let me look at her stats real quick. 9,200. Her divine damage is up by quite a bit. But again, she's at phase 4. I want to wait until she's 130 and then take her up to like phase 7 or 8. And then that should put me at 150 stars with her. But we are getting very, very close to her maximum, which is not good. So I gotta pay attention to what we're doing. Alright, but otherwise, let's go ahead and jump in the sky tower and see if we can pass the floor. We'll definitely take in... Who has more damage? This one has 8,200 and this one has 8,300. Oh baby, you are going along with me. The only thing she's lacking is her actual ability. So let me toss her ability on my hotbar. Both of the Dream Fairies are pretty good at what they do. They just have different ways of going about doing it. So Ruby is always going to be better. She costs way more money, but she's worth it because her ability allows her to strengthen the damage of all of your summoned pets or converged pets by 10% at the first rank, and as you star her up, it continues to go up. So right now, she increased the strength of all of my converged pets or summoned by 20% for 20 seconds, which is a hell of a long time. That gives you a very nice window to burst anything that you're fighting down, add a lot of chunks of damage to it, and you're good to go. And then they turn into a mount when you have both of them inside your inventory, and they both are at level or start at level 50. So once you both have them at quality level 50, they can turn into a phoenix. No one else on the server had both of them, so while everyone was running around with griffins, you just saw me flying around in this majestic phoenix. It was amazing. Alright, so this is the little trick that a lot of people on the higher end of things utilize. What you do is you just collect 5 items off the ground, start the boss, and then pick up the rest of him. Kinda gotta do it fast because you're actually losing time if you don't. And I forgot to put her stuff on my bar, so yay. Look at me. Skill. Toss that down here. Get the heck out of the way. Alright. That's her skill. Put simply, it freezes everyone in the area. It's decent. It's pretty decent. I think the only thing I'm going to lack is my Tifa damage, but I don't think I'll need it this time around. And I don't see anything that says consumable. Cool. So that's basically how you can cheese one of the floors. It's simply by picking up everything off the ground. It gives you an extreme amount of damage, and you can clear that floor very, very quickly. And then once you get to the next floor, it won't allow you to start it because you have more than 5 items in your inventory. So at this point, if you think you're strong enough, you can continue. Just pick the 5 best items. And I can't tell you what the 5 best items are. It just really depends on your stats and how you're rolling. So for me, get rid of the plus 5% book. Plus 5% book. Critical attack 12%, 36 damage. That's good. I might keep that. 8%. That's kind of looking a little bit weak. When it comes to divine damage, since we have a 450 here, I'll probably get rid of the 300 books. Because we get 300 from our knight anyway, so that's not too big of a deal. Let's see what else. Crit damage. 4%. We can toss that. And more crit damage. So let's go ahead and toss the crit damage book out. And we can toss out one more thing. I think I might toss out crit damage one more time. Because I'd rather have flat damage than crit damage. Because my crits, I won't say it's too high. I get, what, 20% there. Yeah, 20% crit. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and toss this last book. This is a mini boss. Hopefully, the one that you want to fight is the mech, because the abilities from it are just straight garbage. It's not a challenge at all. You can just smash it. The ones you don't want to fight is the one that just spawned. Okay, cool. So that's how we're doing things nowadays. The reason why this one sucks is because it spawns a circle on top of you, and when it does that, if you stand inside of it for too long, it basically just wrecks all of your pets. And it has like a delayed, yeah, there we go. It has a delayed spawn, which kind of sucks for you, simply because that delayed spawn, you're sitting there running around trying to wait for it to spawn so you can walk out of it, and it won't spawn, and you're wasting so much time trying to avoid it, and you end up losing to the boss. Well, what the heck? Why did my pets just die? I might not be able to finish now. Yeah. That's why I hate that one. I should be able to clear this boss with no problems, but as you can see, that's really not the case. So what I'm probably going to have to do is get my Tifa, get her ability on my bar, because that extra damage might be what puts me over the top. So let's try it one more time. Hopefully we get a different boss spawn. Yes, we got the mech. The mech sucks. So you can just wreck this thing. It doesn't have any like great special abilities, so you can just straight up fight it. As long as you're fighting it in the middle of the room, you're safe. It's going to spawn things on the side, as you can see, and even if you get hit by that, it doesn't do enough damage where it matters. Okay, just waiting for my spin to come back up. Once my spin's back up, then we'll just continue to wreck it. Because as you can see, it's already at 35%, and we still have 20 seconds to go, so we should be able to pull this off. If not, it's going to be very, very close. Alright, 9 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. 4, 2, damn. Got it down to 6. Alright, so most likely have to just jump out. It's not too bad. We were able to clear one floor, so we do get the reward for it. It's only 50 star points, but now you get the mop up to that floor. So again, tomorrow we'll just go back in there, do more damage, or pick up all the items, pass to the next floor, and then continue on from there. Looks like she's still selling off all her stuff. She has a 153 panda that she's looking to sell for 10k. I would buy it, but I have so many pandas already that I don't have a need for it. And the only thing I would be getting out of it is just a little bit extra BP, which I guess might help, but I would rather sacrifice the panda, but there's nothing that currently eats the panda, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so otherwise, what I want to do is try to get this 107 Tifa all the way to at least 120, and I want to sell this 120 Tifa. It's going to drop my BP down slightly, but I'll be able to get it right back up very, very quickly. But other than that, I'm going to call it here for today. I want to thank you all for watching, and we will be back later to continue on with the chapter boss. Because right now we have to do chapter 3. No. Is it chapter 3? Yeah, we have to do chapter 3. The reason why I'm confused by that is because I leveled up a Shadow Knight yesterday, and I remember fighting this boss yesterday. So, yeah, definitely got to do chapter 3. That boss is a pain, but you can just smash him. The boss itself is not hard. It's the same as the Allentel. Same exact difficulty. You just walk in there, you clean house, and you keep going. Alright. So what I might do is I might do 2 or 3 and 4 at the same time, just so it gets us to Sky Robber just a little bit faster. Instead of doing 1 per day. So I'll do 3 and 4. Hell, I can do 3, 4, and 5 in 1 day, and then Sky Robber tomorrow, meaning tomorrow Saturday. But again, thank you all for watching. If you have anything or any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I read every single one of them.